Okay, I owe you guys a few slow down hair tutorials. I'm always posting my hair videos like the style that's like super fast into music, and I'm always getting comments that are like, hey, I need you to like actually show me how to do this slow down. I'm literally wearing a hat today, but I am going to quickly show you guys how I curl my hair and my #1 tips and tricks for it. I obviously have very short hair, but these tips and tricks also apply to long hair. First, I'm going in with some heat protectant. This is the Day Heat Protectant. I also really love the Sebastian Professional Heat Protectant. The Day one smells so good. I don't really show myself using this in my videos, but I do always use heat protectant. One of my #1 tips is to make sure your hair is always smooth when you are curling it. So I'm always brushing through, and sometimes even like say I'm grabbing this front piece to curl right now, I will brush through it. And at first when you do it, it's going to feel like an extra step, but it's second nature to me. I just keep my brush right in front of me on my counter while I'm curling my hair, brush through, and then grab my curling iron. This is the Bioionic Long Barrel 1 1/4 inch. I also have the 1 inch. This curling iron is the best if you don't own a curling iron or are in the market for a new curling iron. Bioionic Long Barrel 1.25 inch. This is what I use at the salon and recommend to all my clients. Now, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I use my heat second to highest or the third to highest. Again, maybe an unpopular opinion, but I do my curling method like moving really fast. I'm never really holding the curling iron on the hair for a very long time. So when the heat is higher, it curls it better, holds it better. And also, if my heat is too low and I'm running the curling iron over it, it almost makes my hair staticky. So for my front pieces, I always do them kind of angled forward over my face. So I'm going to take the curling iron and I'm always moving. So I curl it up like that, going halfway down the strand, and then I do that twisting motion. See that twist? I'll put this in slow motion if I can. And then I pull it straight at the end. The longer your hair is, the more twisting that you're going to be doing. The less twisting you're doing, the more of like that bouncy curl it's going to be. The more twisting you're doing, the more of like the beachy, wavy Utah curl, if you will, it's going to be. I am going to show you one more time, and this one I will put in slow motion. How slow this is honestly genuinely giving me the ick, but you see that I curl it, hold it for a second, go watch me doing it fast again to see how long I actually hold that. And this is the twisting motion that you're going to want to get down. So you'll put the tip of the curling iron under the hair that you previously curled and just keep pulling downward as you do that. Once you get used to this motion with like your hands and your wrists, it honestly becomes second nature. I literally do this for my job, so I'm like, okay, practice makes perfect. I have done this about 1,000,000 times. Today, I'm obviously just kind of touching up the top layer because I am wearing a hat, but I typically prefer to do this in 2 layers. If you have super thick hair, sometimes I even do it in 3 layers. I usually let this cool for really just a few minutes. I feel like it doesn't take super long to cool. Now I'm gonna show you how I finish it. I use a brush to brush through it. I prefer a brush to my fingers because I just like the look that it gives. Now this next tip is probably a little bit unhinged and also kind of specific to my hair length, but especially the length that my hair is at now, I feel like it either flips out or goes under. Like I don't love how the ends look when I curl it, and it's kind of hard for me to get it exactly how I want. So I go in with a flat iron and go like this. I know someone's gonna be thinking, girl, you're just literally frying your hair, but honestly, I have very healthy hair, okay? And I cut it like every 6 weeks, so it's fine. With long hair, I really don't feel like you ever need to do this. It's more just the specific length that my hair is right now. If you're someone that curls your short hair and feels like it always flips out weird, just take a flat iron and hurry and straighten the ends. Another one of my random #1 tips is always keeping a handheld mirror. This is literally so dirty with hairspray in your bathroom so that you can check the back of your hair. Now, you will always see me using 2 products. I use a texture spray and a hairspray. This is the Color Wow Style on Steroids texture spray. It is my holy grail favorite texture spray. The volume that it adds, I am just obsessed with. And I know that some people are like afraid of hairspray or don't like the way that it makes their hair feel. But this, in my opinion, is A, going to make your curls hold, but also going to hold what the texture spray just did for your hair. This is just the Kenra medium spray, the Kenra number 13. And I'm just kind of going in all over with this. And then I'm taking a little bit on my fingers and putting it to tame these flyaways. I always just wash my hands after because obviously I don't like having hairspray on my hands. Something else that you did not see me doing in this video, again, I feel like I've said this all the times because I'm wearing a hat today, is using this, I literally lost the lid, the Big Sexy Hair powder play. I usually put it in my roots and then work it in a little bit. This is a huge tip that I have if your hair is flat to your head and lacking volume. This is so freaking good. Does make your hair feel a little gross. I don't really mind that, so take that for what you will. Those are my tips and tricks for curling your hair. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or need any more in-depth tutorials. I'm going to do a tutorial on the Bondi Boost infrared brush because I have also gotten that question to do that tutorial a couple of times. Look how cute this hat is. It's a hat day today. And I love you all, and I hope that this was helpful.